Hello, welcome back. ILFL Soccer Night Show here on a Monday night. I did a lot of talking in that last segment, did you realise? Now I'm going to bring in my man Shaquille Mir, and he's going to do some talking to you because, Shaquille, we're going to talk about something called the Media Cup, aren't we?
Yes. Yeah.
We are. Do you know what? Shall I tell you what this Media Cup was? Shaquille, you tell them what the Media Cup was all about. It was a bit of a collaboration where a lot of the media outlets, such as us here on NTV, all took part in a little football tournament.
Yeah, it was a Legends tournament for over 40s. So all the media companies like TV1, Channel S, us, NTV. So all of them, they all got together and competed with one another to see who's the champions of the Media Cup.
So before we talk about who the champions were,
Yeah.
a well-attended tournament?
Yeah, it was a very popular tournament. Everyone was showing off the new kits, with the new sponsorship they had on. It was a very successful tournament. Yes.
It was. I would love to have had one of the little NTV football shirts here to show you right now, but unfortunately it hasn't been bestowed upon me tonight, but maybe I'll show it to you another time. I'm sure one of the boys in the back might be able to pull one out and I'll show it to you in the last segment of the show. Hint, hint. Anyway, so we turn on to the Media Cup. Successful. NTV did rather well.
Yes. Well, they did come final and they lost in penalty shootout.
They lost in a penalty shootout.
shootout.
Let's not mention the name of the winners because then we're just bigging up rivals. But we can still say that NTV did rather well.
No, they did really well. It's the first time they've ever done such thing like that, and to have it first time, it was a really great buzz. Everyone got together, and it was nice. It was nice.
You know what? They didn't win. We never took part.
Yeah.
There's something in that. All right, so they can see what's missing, really, can't they? Don't laugh. I can hear you guys laughing out there, but we needed to be there, didn't we?
Yeah, we've got to add the extra energy.
This is what we're talking about, a little added extra energy. Listen, we'll talk more about the Media Cup another time. I'm sure when the big boys get in here next week, those that took part, they can explain themselves. And I'll see if I can dig out a football shirt for you in the last segment of the show. Anyway, listen, let me get back to other things. I spoke about the Vets League having their cup draw next week. Very, very important for all of you Vets guys, because you'll see that you've got fixtures this week, but there are no fixtures for you on the website at all next week. That's because when we do the cup draw, then you will go straight, we'll do the draw on a Monday, and then straight away Thursday you'll turn up and you go head to head, toe to toe, and do your thing and try and get yourselves through to the next round and the next round and the next round until you've knocked each other out and we're down to the two finalists. The same thing is going to happen with the League Cup on a Sunday as well. We're going to hold a draw for that as well next week. So remember a couple of weeks ago, we did a draw and we had the bottom 3, 4, 5, 6 teams, whoever it was, they all took part. And then we got the 3 winners out of that, and they're now into the first round proper of the ILFL League Cup. So we will do a draw for that. That means it could be the minnows versus the big boys. And let's see if we could predict a few fixtures, Shats, because we're good at that. See, when we're not under pressure, we're good at that. So who would you like to see matching up on a Sunday?
I'd like to see Esprit, maybe.
Yeah. They're known to you a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I've seen a lot of them recently. They were a new team, and someone had to go and see them, what they're like. And the ethos behind that team is really good. Yeah, I would like to see them play a Premiership team.
Really? You think they could really do something there?
They are full of surprises. I would like to maybe see the London Tigers, because the London Tigers are not the normal London Tigers.
Do you know something? I'll go out on a limb and I'll even say this. I would say that I think if any of the Premier Division sides meet lower division sides, we could see a few Prem teams getting knocked out.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you.
So I think London Tigers are under pressure, but then you never know when it's a cup. They love their cups.
But then Hawk and Eagles are under pressure as well.
Hawk and Eagle massively under pressure, and if they go out to a lower division team, especially if that's a second division, I can see Hawk and Eagle meeting a second division team and going out.
Yeah.
Wow, definitely. Check the predictions here on this show. Hawk and Eagle against a second division team and going out. Now that would be something. But now let's look at those at the top. Ace doing so well. Reach Out doing really, really well. Are they the early season favourites to clean up everything?
No, I did say to you in the break that I was really surprised with Ace, and that there's no disrespect to Ace. You know, they always do start well, but it's just that finishing. Like I said a few weeks ago, it's that finishing that's the most hardest part. Remember, it's not a sprint; it is a marathon. So you have to take it easy. It's that how you recover from a loss, which is the most important. How do you feel after the loss? Can you recover from that? But I was really surprised with Ace. Reach Out, I'm not really surprised with, because last year they've narrowly lost the league, and they're here to win the league, and I'm not surprised where they are at the moment.
I think based on that statement that you just said, this is why I think Ace have got the edge over Reach Out. Reach Out came very, very close. That must have been so gutting to lose it on goal difference on the last day of the season. But for you guys, I feel for you. But Ace have been there more often than you have. And Ace have been runners-up and the bridesmaids on so many occasions. And I think this season, they want it more. I don't know. Maybe we're saying things and we're speculating here, but you know what? Reach Out, Ace, let's hope you don't meet in the cup, because I think those are the two teams that are going all the way. Stepney may have something to say about it. Bromley may have something to say about it. Bromley love a cup run. I know down in the first division, Redcoat are going very well. PYO, who are doing very well, and PYO will give everybody a run for their money as well. I'm looking forward to it. There are lots of matchups to come that we are looking forward to. We don't have to speculate too much about it. It's all going to happen next week. So if you've been looking forward to getting your teeth into some of the big boys out there, watch next Monday. Let's see what's happening. If you're one of the bigger teams, and if you're a Premier Division side, you are classed as a big team. I know that some of you will be watching through your fingers next week to see who you get. Next Monday, 8 p.m. live NTV, ILFL Soccer Night Show. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you some of the fixtures coming up this Sunday in the ILFL League, and we'll start with the Premier Division, if you like. Take a look. It's here on the screen for you right now. We'll just cast our minds briefly on each fixture there. Bromley versus Beaumont. Two big names, two big teams, and two teams who could and should be doing quite well in this division.
Yeah, they'll always love this game, Bromley, because they know they always can get better at themselves. Bromley, they lost last week. It'll be a perfect game for them to respond back and start winning again. Beaumont, they have to win.
I think this is a very good game for both teams. I think both teams will raise their game, not only because of who the opposition is, but because of where they are in the Premier Division. That's going to be a big game. Hawk and Eagle versus Robin Hood Tigers. Now, I know Robin Hood Tigers got smashed last week, but can you really see them falling down to Hawk and Eagle?
No, it's funny how Robin Hood are playing, because when I saw the previous scores and everything, they've lost one, drew, and I think they're playing a little pattern here. I'm not sure if the audience can have a look later on in the website, but they're playing a little pattern here, because they lost one, then the following week they've won, and then the following week they drew, and then they've lost again. So can they win again? Can they make that pattern again? You never know.
Tigers versus Stepney always is a key game. It always has been over the last few seasons. Big battles between these two teams. But the Tigers side, shadow of their former self. I know that they're going through a transition. So let's not make too much about it, because they've got some new blood in the team that have to establish themselves and learn what it's like to play in the Premier Division. But this is a level up for them, isn't it?
I'm surprised where they are at the moment in the league table. Stepney, they had a week off. Sometimes it's a bad thing to have a week off. It'll be interesting to see how they play, but I think that might be a draw, I reckon.
Reach Out just about scraped over the line last week. They're now up against a confident St Catherine's. This is a good game. On paper, this could and should be a good game, but Reach Out the way they played. This is another level up for St Catherine's. They've never met a team like this.
No, St Catherine's they won the game, like you said, but they got confidence now, and now I think they will think that, you know, we've won last week, why can't we win again, no matter who our opponents are. But I think it'd be too much for them, I reckon. But I think Reach Out would edge it through.
Into the first division, let's take a look. AMY now go up against Esprit, and I know AMY, again, a little bit hit and miss AMY. Just when you think they're getting there, it just all falls apart again. And with Esprit, they're emerging, they're getting there, they're finding their feet. Big battle this game, isn't it?
Yeah, Amy, it's just hot and cold. You just don't know which team will turn up. And Esprit, I've said it a few times before, they're a good team, but it's just, can they hang on to the win? when they lead. That's the main issue with them, actually.
Burdett plays Seoul Youth, and maybe we're hoping for Seoul Youth to now establish themselves. They've had a terrible start to the season. They will be kicking themselves at the end of the season if they miss out by a point or two, or maybe even a place or two, because that early season form may come back to haunt them. Good game against Burdett. They need to go 2 on the bounce here, Seoul Youth, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, Burdett did really well yesterday. They were losing 2-0, they came back and they fought back for the draw. That was a really good draw for them, I believe. But it's a different Seoul this year. They got a different manager. In my opinion, not experienced enough. It's a bit too young, I think.
Is there enough confidence? Is there enough quality in the Burdett side to upset Seoul Youth?
Yes, I think they've got that something edge about Burdett this year. Last year they were deflated. They were all over the place. This year there's something interesting about them. They got that. They can go a bit step forward. Even though when you lose, they know how to come back and fall back. And even last week, it will give them a confidence because they were losing and they came back. So if they lose this, if they're losing, they know how to come back. I think that would help them.
We'll have a look at the last fixture on that list, which is Stepney B versus Lotus. Lotus, another team that are finding it difficult in that division. Stepney B, at last, have now managed to get themselves another win, and it all seems to be a little bit hard work and, you know, like you're treading water, but a key game for both teams. Yeah,
Lotus still finding their feet on the ground, to be honest with you. New league, just trying to figure out how they can play. Stepney B, again, they're hot and cold. You just don't know which team will come. One week they're really good, the other week hit and miss, and another week they lose. So we just don't know which team will turn up at the end of the day.
We never know, but now we have to look at the 2 consistent teams in this division, and we're not going to say anything about them apart from to say first and second go head-to-head in the first division. It's PYO against Redco. It's going to be a real ding-dong game. I'm looking forward to seeing that one. I might even be there to watch it. Who knows? I'm looking forward to being here next Monday to report back and give you all the stats, facts, and what happened in that game next Monday. We have to take another break. Look at that. It's time to go, but we'll be back on the other side with the 3rd segment of the ILFL Soccer Night show. See you shortly.